Hey all, and welcome back for another round of HellfireComms Patreon TV comms. Today, after a bit of an absence, we're returning to Food Wars to check out the third and fourth OVAs and the very first episode of Season 3, which I'm very much looking forward to. Everything you need can be found in the video description, syncing-wise. Check there if you're a little bit confused. Here we go, OVA 3 of Food Wars in 3, 2, 1. Alrighty. Volk's back with us. It's been a while, but he's a busy lad. What can we say?
Well, it wasn't so much busy. The reality of the matter is I died, and Tom had to spend an entire year learning necromancy just to bring me back from the dead for this TV comm.
I tried getting Netflix to, opt this thing as like a storyline for Castlevania, but they said no, we've already got Dracula, so.
No, they can only take Isaac stabbing me in the chest with a dagger and turning into a demon. It wouldn't quite work out the same way, unfortunately.
But yeah, we've still got Food Wars. Even if Volk is retired, this is the series we vowed to see to the end, and I guess we're taking a big sidestep from the important stuff just to go on a vacation of sorts, I suppose.
Yep, we all know the song and dance by now. OVAs tend to not really follow the canon storyline, so to speak. It's more just a little side thing just to have fun with the characters.
Yeah.
Maybe show sides of them that we wouldn't ordinarily see. We know how it goes by now. We've watched anime long enough.
Indeed.
And of course there's these two guys over here who very clearly have an intense rivalry going on, but are sort of forced by fate to try and get along.
Yes, and apparently it's a Hot Springs episode, so we can check that trope. Honestly, a Hot Springs episode in a show like Food Wars seems a bit superfluous, because you already got the TNA just from the regular, conceits.
With a show that offers you cheesecake every episode, getting a whole load of cheesecake just for an OVA, it doesn't quite have the same impact as something like a regular sort of, I guess, well-to-do show might have.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm sure they'll make it work. It's Food Wars. They have a flair for the dramatic and the risky shenanigans, shall we say.
Well, Soma has his eyes set on the river's master, so we've got a Hot Springs fishing episode hybrid, I guess?
Ooh, I mean, a good fishing episode would be quite nice. I would very much be on board with that.
I've missed this OP. I wonder what Season 3 is going to be like. Can it ever live up to this one?
Oh, I don't know. I think we kind of said the same thing about the first one, so...
Yeah, true.
If there's ever a show that will probably end up one-upping itself, it's probably this one. But of course, as you advance up the seasons, it will no doubt get much harder, because I want to say this show has 5 seasons now at this point, although I might be wrong. It might still be 4, but there's still quite a few more OPs we have to look forward to.
I think the manga has since finished. I'm not sure, like what we said in previous episodes, but it seems to be over now.
Yeah, I think when we first started this out, I believe it was either just starting or partway through Season 4, and it has since... I've just looked this up now. It has just got to Season 5 and has now completely finished, from what I can understand.
Well, at least we've got a bunch of episodes to go, and, I hear the ending is divisive, but I enjoy a lot of divisive media, so I'll judge that for myself when we get there.
I mean, heck, I'm satisfied when I can actually see a show that ends on its own terms. Whether it's good or bad or not is subjective, sure, but I always prefer it when it just sort of ends with its intentional ending rather than just A, getting cancelled, or B, it just runs out of steam or budget and it just tanks.
Yeah, for sure.
It tends to be the fate of not just anime and manga and what have you, but also just most TV shows in general.
That's a shame, but Jesus, that's how media works, I guess.
Wait a minute, this ain't no ping-pong anime? Oh god, it's already started.
No, it's Bing Bing anime is what it is.
Of course. Although that being said, that is very accurate to regular tennis. There is a lot of grunting that happens in that sport.
Yeah, is that actually helping them hit the ball harder, or is it just for the audience's entertainment? We'll never know.
Nah, I mean, table tennis tends to be a lot more reserved in comparison.
It's just like,
It's more the ball's going so fast they don't have time, because if you were really doing all the grunting in, like, a professional table tennis match, it'd be like...
Oh shit, she's gonna throw down.
her secret professional ping pong career comes into play. Oh, Jesus Christ!
Did we just like switch to Prince of Tennis or something? What's going on here?
There was I actually remember there being a ping pong anime like way back in the day, and like one of the only scenes I remember from it is that for some reason Hitler or somebody who looks like Hitler was playing ping pong with someone, and it was in part of one of the AMV hells. That's literally all I know.
Why didn't it just flash up? It is a cooking manga. It's a cooking manga. Don't get it twisted.
So, who's keeping score?
Definitely not me. I'm not sure what genre this episode is meant to be anymore. I think Soma would just rather go fishing, honestly.
It's like, I can't eat this.
You could make a decent ping pong ball dish, but it'll be a bit hard.
Turns out the ping pong table is cake.
Delicious. Got cake there, got cake there, got cake here. Cake for everyone. It keeps saying it. Cheeky bastard.
The mind's telling me no, but the body is telling me yes.
Ah, there she is. Yes, there are hijinks on the schedule. Maybe we might even have some time for antics.
There will no doubt be something like Erin has just booked the entire onsen for herself, and Soma just walks in completely ignorant to the fact.
And then, uh-oh, boobies.
I can't but notice that we've kind of done this before in Food Wars.
Yeah.
I think it was at the end of season 1?
It was very early, yeah.
It was very early. Oh god, rare footage of Erin smiling and being kawaii as fuck.
Not rare footage of boobs.
No, this is fairly commonplace and very much on brand.
I like how they don't need to flash up this thing is a cooking manga in this sort of situation.
Look, I know you've gone through the whole rumours of massaging them makes them grow bigger, but I'm pretty sure the reality is disappointing.
Oh, chestlets, when will they learn?
When will my chesticles become mighty booba? It will never happen, I tell you.
I don't like the phrase chesticles. It doesn't make me think of breasts, it just thinks of, like, testicles hanging bagless on a chest, and that's just disgusting.
It's one of the long-lost descendants of the Bullchinians, don't you know?
Ah, yes. Jesus Christ.
One of the scenes where having glasses that don't actually let you see your eyes makes sense. I imagine in this onsen they'd be fogged up something fierce.
Yeah, for sure.
Which leads to the point, how is he reading? Is that Braille?
I guess. We'll never know. Oh, okay, now we're on fishing as a genre, cool.
I have the Noctis-looking guy pegged as a spearfisher. He just dives right in there and just starts stabbing the shit out of everything, going full Bakugo mode.
I got you. Are you keeping up with My Hero?
I am, yes. I have finally caught up a little bit on that one. I think I'm mostly up to date. I think there's like a few episodes I'm behind on. Oh god, Bakugo mode, activate.
Speaking of My Hero, next week is the 100th episode of the anime.
Ooh. And the manga will no doubt promise more to come.
Indeed. I think when this goes up, it will actually have gone live, so...
It's just like, never mind, I'm too tired for this shit.
It changes personalities on a dime. Honestly, I think Soma is the most well-adjusted character in this show.
Somehow, yes, I have to absolutely agree. Like, he's not... he's a kind of oblivious and a bit of a nut at times, but he is pretty much the most normal person. Aside from maybe Megamin, in a weird way. Or Megami, rather.
Yeah, you're thinking of that character from, what was it, Konosuba. Oh, darn, how will we solve this problem? 3 of them gone, 3 of us. Yeah, exactly. You have like a whole plethora of wannabe trainee cooks on hand.
Well, at least he cleaned up one side of his glasses. He didn't have time to get the other side sorted out yet.
Ah, yes, he went for the half and half option at Specsavers.
Maybe he's acting like an eye patch, and as soon as he unveils it, it awakens the deep powers within him.
Okay, we can add pirates to this mishmash genre episode.
No, I'm telling you, at some point... Well, actually, we've kind of already had a Chunibuyo character, haven't we? The one that sort of makes all the deliberately gross food, and it's like got this weird sort of fascination with, what's her face? She had the showdown with the pink-haired lass.
Yeah, I know who you mean. What does Chuni whatever roughly translate to, by the way?
Chunibuyo is usually refers to a character who, like, deliberately lives out, like, a story or some kind of fictional universe as if it were real.
Oh, okay. So someone who's kind of like a side character who doesn't really interact with everyone, is just on their own cloud nine.
Kind of, although they do it not necessarily restricted to side characters. They have oftentimes even been main characters as well.
Disregard baths, pick up bath tools. That's a battle that takes place in a bath.
How would that even work out? I mean, you got the buckets and everything, but what else? I just picture people just, like, dueling each other with like, comically sized loofahs on sticks. The first one to get clean loses.
I summoned the winged dragon of Ra, and it's just like a floaty.
It's just like a rubber ring.
I want a fancy gilded gamer chair like that. I'll be very comfortable.
Don't you know what mooching is? I'm going to use a smaller fish to catch a bigger fish, and then use that fish to catch an even bigger fish, until before you know it, I have upgraded to a whale, and you'll be there talking with your middle-sized trouts.
The classic I know an old woman who swallowed a fly tactic.
Is it me, or when he took that headband off at that moment, he reminds me of an Animal Crossing villager?
Yeah, a little bit. It's the facial expression, I can see it.
Suma-kun, let me help you, please.
So I would assume this thing is a catfish. They usually seem to reign supreme in whatever body of water they inhabit.
I like how they're begging him to put on the bandana at this point, just like, damn it, help us!
We need it. Unleash your power. Become who you were born to be. That's kawaii.
Everyone's thinking he should totally go back to management school.
You know, I'm watching this before having lunch, and I think I may end up having fish and chips after this.
I already had those yesterday, so I'm all good in that regard. I am immune to the alluring effects of fish and batter.
You were having lunch just before we started. What were you partaking of today, mate?
It wasn't so much lunch, but a late breakfast, so it was, like, just some granola and a banana.
Ah, green. I'd like a bowl of green.
I'm pretty sure that's meant to be matcha. But what is the other thing? It looks a bit like dango, but I'm not in high... Oh no. Smoked mini tomatoes.
Ah, there he is.
Oh wait, so they're cooking for them? What a twist!
I guess it's just an episode to just let all the characters have fun and remind you of what their specialities are. I'm gonna be honest, I'm enjoying this a fair bit so far.
Yeah, it's a nice, comfy episode. And of course, all the lads getting together to catch the big fish.
Was that a fucking BB Hood reference?
I'm pretty sure it was. If it wasn't, I would be highly surprised. Oh look, an Advance Wars reference!
It's either Advance Wars or whatever that other anime one is. Yee. It's laced with LSD.
Yes, water laced with LSD. Wait, when did I get back here?
My dear, you never left.
Erina of the onsen, what is your wisdom? This food be lit, yo.
World hard and cold. Food Wars titty, soft and warm. God, look at the presentation.
The rare moments where that guy is not dead inside. And then he immediately goes back to being dead inside.
I think he's dead outside more than inside at this point in time.
Forget me needing a necromancer, we need one in this anime, clearly. Unless he's just being held together by string and there's another character that we don't know about yet. He's just kind of marionetting him along like a character in Thunderbirds.
Oh, God. Thunderbird specifically just put such a vivid image in my mind. What are you doing? Oh, he has a little hat!
Oh, that is goddamn adorable. But no, but Thunderbirds always has that iconic sort of almost bouncing up and down style of movement with the sort of hands kind of halfway up and just flopping about. Tell us the story.
Well, I don't mean to, make light of the situation, but we were looking for fish.
Oh, jeez.
Me trying to get a 4-star of wishy-washy.
Oh god, the river basser's eaten the ducky.
No, Duck-chan, where are you? Oh.
I always knew that duck has a rebellious streak.
Yeah, he knows what he wants, I guess. Is that duck blushing, or am I just seeing a trick of the light?
No, I'm pretty sure it's blushing.
This feels very close to the Zombieland Saga Hot Springs episode.
I am liking that they're sort of sticking to the whole thing of Erina slowly opening up proper. Like, I forgot almost that it's been a very, very slow boil, to use a appropriate cooking term for it.
Indeed. She's had to simmer, as it were.
Maybe not so much that, but I think just in general. I mean, to begin with, she's always been very cold to anyone who wasn't named Arato, pretty much. But now she seems more inclined to actually, at least make small talk with people.
Antics approaching.
Seems a bit of a strange life goal to enter every onsen possible.
What the fuck is going on? Oh, jeez.
Did he get lost?
I think he might have done.
He wanted to see if it really snowed on Mount Fuji.
Oh, we're in Midgard again. Sorry, Midgar. I've been playing too much God of War recently.
I think either way you're right, because I'm pretty sure it's meant to be Midgard in the actual Japanese version of Final Fantasy VII, but of course, a bit too late to change it now. You got 20 plus years of history you'd have to rewrite in order to make that happen.
Indeed. Plus, Midgard just makes it sound a bit more fantastical. And obviously, you have the Leviathan, you have not Odin and whatnot there. But yeah, as I was saying, given we're only 18 minutes in, there's probably going to be a big after credits thing going on.
There's stingers, and then there is a stinger that lasts for 4 minutes apparently. I was going somewhere with that one, but I kind of lost track of what, can you be stung for a long duration of time? Well, it's not a stinger, more impalation. There you go.
I guess so.
A skewering, as it were.
There you go, you brought it back around to the food terms. This ending always reminds me of Kingdom Hearts. Basically the ending of KH1. Yeah, I like that.
I can't eat flowers? Are you insane? This is not substantial enough a meal at all. Oh god, he's doing the Witcher 3 pose.
I was just thinking that.
It's like, where the hell have you been?
I was thinking, like, the plump dude's usually accompanied by a blonde guy. Where is he? Oh, it's this dude. Dude, I'm kind of bathing my balls right now, do you mind?
Unless you're here to level me up, I don't want to know.
Oh, jeez. Oh, it's me.
They didn't get me in the end.
What the hell is going on?
They're just throwing words at us now at this point. Words! More words!
The fuck am I looking at?
It's just like one of those, you know those on YouTube you see like those weird noodle adverts? Where it's just absolutely off the wall for like 40 seconds. It reminds me of one of those.
This is exactly what that is. Or this is. This feels like a shitpost.
It really does. Or they used all their budget up too early in the OVA and now they have to pad up the last 3 minutes with this.
No, you know what this is? This is Pop Team Epic-esque.
It's okay, we'll just get the intern to write this last bit, it'll be fine.
I like how the person doing this didn't even bother to subtitle most of this.
Part of me thought that he didn't even realise that there was extra going on here, so he just thought, you know what, fuck it. I'm done.
It's alright, we can infer what's going on. He's making a meal, it's fine. He's shaking that booty, that very flat 2D booty. Ah.
So is he polishing it, or is he just admiring it? Oh, Goku, this isn't even my final form of cuisine! Behold this white cube.
Behold, the GameCube. Now this is just like an earlier episode done in a different style.
No, you know what this kind of reminds me of? What was that show called with like over 10-minute long episodes?
No, it was Pop Team Epic, mate.
Was it Pop Team Epic?
Yeah, they had a lot of different art styles.
Ah, right, okay, fair enough. I thought it was something else entirely I was thinking of for a second there. I kind of drew a blank.
It also has big Kung Pao energy.
Yes, it does.
Your food is cooked!
How did you master the power of Squidward Mummy?
I love how they're censoring it.
They can't just show off what the most delicious food in all the known universe is. You think the world is ready for that?
Oh my god. I don't know if I could stomach a full episode of this, but it's good for a stinger, I guess.
I feel like they got like a good thing going where they could sort of do like little shorts like that in different styles. Like imagine you just do like a Shin-chan style and things like that would be quite funny.
Okay, now we're just back to...
Okay, now they're just taking the piss.
Yeah.
You can actually hear him snoring through the ED. I hope whoever takes Soma in the end has earplugs, good god.
Come on.
And here we see the soothing sounds of a man choking to death in his sleep.
Alright, that's enough of that. That was OVA3 for Food Wars. I enjoyed that a lot, actually.
Yeah, I enjoyed it even though it went a bit weird towards the end, but you know what, it's an OVA, so I'll forgive it.
Yeah, it was just a load of genres all mashed together as a good Food Wars recipe will turn out to be good in the end, I suppose. And hey, they cooked for Erina without knowing it, and it turned out she loved the food, so it's all good. Alright, now we have OVA4 for your dining pleasure. You ready, Volt?
I am ready.
Alright, here we go. OVA4 Food Wars in 3, 2, 1.
So I wonder if we'll have another callback from the previous season then, because we had the Onsen callback. I wonder if we'll get another one. We're home! Oh god! Where did all these eviction notices come from?
Really, only one would suffice.
Or are they all challenges, I wonder?
Yeah, I think it's more likely a challenge. Is that fucking Ida?
It looked a bit like him, didn't it? Oh god, it's Kanji Tatsumi if he aged like 15 years.
So I guess this one is just like cooking battle themed.
Seriously, he looks like JoJo Bizarre Adventure typical school person. Looks like he's like 53 years old, and yet, no, I'm actually 17.
No, I don't even go to this school. Oh shit, he DP'd them, which is to say he double prepped food.
He double presented them.
Honestly, these sorts of things probably would be really cool to watch live.
It'd be a good way to sort of get felt. You just slowly see the win tally just constantly go up. It'd be like in Punch-Out where you see it, it's like, I have 23 wins and 0 losses. She has very heavy Mitsuru energy.
Oh, yeah, totally. Jesus.
Well, until that happened.
Oh my god, she can fly.
Yeah, we keep forgetting that Mr. Naked Apron is part of the Elite 10 sometimes because he doesn't act like it.
No, not at all.
Somehow it only really becomes believable when he's actually in the uniform and what have you. When he's actually in the apron, he gives us an air of just a dude who's in this for laughs. And then occasionally he lets slips that he is actually... I can't remember what rank he was, but I think I remember him being fairly high up.
Yeah, I dare look it up in case we get spoilers for who the rest are.
Yeah, I guarantee if you looked up like what the Elite 10 standings are now, you would probably get spoiled to oblivion, and that is something we both don't want.
Yeah, for sure. Like, I don't mind if I get spoiled, but I'd rather not, you know?
I feel like something like that would be a pretty major thing, though. Especially if, like, certain characters end up getting in that perhaps we would write off completely, etc.
Now, I think we might want to keep an eye on that girl who just jumped in and tasted Soma's cooking. She has very big OVA Monster of the Week boss energy.
These knives will pierce the sun, thus ending all life on Earth.
And then we'll all die. Yeah, definitely one of my favourites.
Gotta love the Gundam energy when he's sort of firing out the, like, cinnamon lasers, though.
Lots of energy today in the comm search. They've changed the OP slightly for these two OVAs, because the River Master was in the last one.
Oh, yeah. Oh, good spot.
Yes, good spot indeed. I use eyes, people's to watch.
I use eyes unclouded by hate.
We must decide what we want from Domino's.
Oh god. And then one person disagrees and that just spurs someone to become the main villain. I'll teach them not to get KFC instead of Burger King. Look, I'm telling you, Uber Eats doesn't deliver to this location. I don't care!
It's funny you mentioned that. A while ago, it was many years now, we moved to a new place and Pizza Hut didn't deliver to our area, so just out of convenience's sake, I went to Domino's and I've never really looked back.
Some fresh Entom 64 lore.
There you go.
More of the Elite 10. You kind of see a little bit more of it. What the hell's the deal with that?
One of those was just literally Cloud Strife.
No, I'm pretty sure that looked more like Hyde from Under Night In-Birth. Ah, we got the fish. The callback to the last OVA, it seems.
There you go. So I guess the OVAs are still canon, and they just kind of run alongside each other.
Yeah, I would assume so. I feel like they don't make any big story leaps deliberately, but you could sort of take them as being canon, but they don't actually properly advance any major plot happenings.
This is one thing I wish Western animation would do more of, like a lot of side stories.
Everyone likes a good side story, especially if it's of characters that you don't get to see all that often.
Oh. Oh my god. I think if you showed that to Tanner, he would swear at you. Literally.
He would. It's like, you're dudes, I don't care what you think. The montages when you eat something tasty aren't nearly as interesting.
I often forget how ripped he is, never mind what position he is in the top 10.
Did he literally just get back from the meeting like he was running back to the place? He was just slowly stripping off everything, struggling to get the apron on while crossing the street or something during rush hour traffic.
Oh, he makes it look easy. No, of course not, you silly bint. It's an OVA, oh my god.
Those are some fine glutes.
His balls must be tucked up.
For the sake of censorship, he has retracted them into his own body.
Jesus. I'm gonna take a potato chip and eat it too.
Oh yes, there's nothing like a competition that might get you expelled from the school, like being challenged by people whose conditioned that the loser gets expelled from the school. It's like 2 layers of danger in one. How exciting.
Someone's just gonna walk in and say, caught me scrub lords, I'm ripped. And so the not so dangerous OVA became a lot more dangerous, it seems.
I like how they're staring very intently at the paper, yet from what I can see, there's probably no more than 3 words involved and a big picture.
Oh, it's this dude.
Oh yes, the mimic guy. Whose name I can't quite remember. Hold on, let me see if I can find...
I gotta say, autumn is probably my favourite season. It used to be winter, then I did some stock checking in my head, and, you know, a lot of good stuff happens in winter, but autumn overall is just a lot more bearable, temperature-wise, and it's also the season I was born, so I'm glad OVAs 3 and 4 have a big autumn feel to them.
A lot more colours as well. Oh yes, his name is Subaru Mimashaka.
There you go. Damn bitch, you so fat I can't see the full.
I kind of failed to notice he grew his hair out a bit. I'm pretty sure he had some weird mohawk thing going on last time. They have noticed as well, it seems.
Pink Markiplier.
That was a good episode, that one. I rather enjoyed that series.
Arc, if you will.
Yes, arc. Saga. What's that supposed to mean? Oh god. I'm half expecting him to summon a stand at any moment.
Oh man, since we last recorded, Part 6's anime adaptation has been officially confirmed. With the tone of a commoner, a pleb.
That's right, making me drink it all in.
Oh yeah, I remember that now.
Megaman's just spacing out.
See, they get along just fine. It's only Soma and Erina who have the tension.
Yeah, but it's starting to soften a little bit, you know. The bridge between friends is the gateway to the endgame prize, don't you know? If someone's even thinking about it in those terms.
Oh, here they are. Oh! I told you that woman was going to be important. I saw her in the crowd.
That is almost certainly 100% Hyde. Oh no, we have the trope of child who speaks to bear. You Narukami! And for the first time, we see the whole Elite 10.
Yeah, I guess we're going to get a bit more information on them right now. It's a shame they didn't subtitle their fucking names.
Maybe they're keeping that a surprise. It's like, oh, we'll give you the faces, but not the names. Oh god, she's even clipped her hair to make it look like cat ears as well. Ah, I eat free food and flee the sea.
Second seed, Jesus.
Bloody hell. Yeah, she is a major player then.
You look like a fucking Yu-Gi-Oh protagonist, mate.
No, it's Hyde! 100%! Seriously, look it up afterwards, you'll see what I mean.
What anime is he from?
He's from a video game called Under Night in Birth.
Oh, okay.
She seems like the quiet type that would absolutely kick her ass at a moment's notice.
Yeah, for sure. Yep, you called it.
Word of commandment died, just disintegrates instantly.
We know a little bit about this dude.
Okay, that touched a nerve. Simply asking him to die isn't enough. You have to make fun of his height.
Yes, manlets, they never learn.
Iski is just completely unfazed. It's like, I have to deal with this every day. This is nothing. I literally parade around naked in an apron for fun. What makes me think I'd be afraid of any of your antics? Yeah, this does feel like a little bit of a alluding to a passing of the torch possibly down the line. Yeah, I'm assuming it's in order, so if she's the second seed, the one in the white hair is always certainly the first.
Yep, that's what they just said. He's been keeping an eye on them.
What? Oh, I feel so sorry for you, really. It's like, how dare you, sir, we're giving me all this extra work.
Be very careful. Quirky characters can turn on a dime.
If anything, I would wager it'll probably be very similar to Rio, where not so much a headband thing happens, but the minute he gets into a kitchen, just completely different person. Oh, first world problems. Being the first seat is so difficult.
No, first seat problems.
He has the power to turn depression into a powerful aura.
The enemy stand. Welcome to the Black Parade.
Oh, God. Oh.
I could have gone with a simple plan, but I like mine one better.
At least you didn't go with the Rasmus. In the shadows. Well, second seat certainly seems a lot more outgoing. It's like, please do not bully the precious child.
Oh shit, he's just thrown down the gauntlet right away.
Well, we know Soma by now. He is very no-nonsense.
Yeah, it's not really done to fraternize with a first year.
But I mean, you can't blame him for trying. At the end of the day, you'll only know if you're asked. Yeah, second years are in a bit of a weird position because they gotta fight through the third years as well, who also very much want their positions.
Oh my god, Summer's just Goku.
At least he doesn't endanger multiple universes, though.
God, that fucking gag in Team 4 Star's Christmas special, where the Crunchyroll thing just pops up for Dragon Ball Super, was amazing.
That was so good. That whole Christmas episode was actually one of my favourites as far as like the movie parodies go.
You know, I didn't actually care for it at first. I thought it was a bit mid, but few rewatchers have definitely solidified it as one of the best for me.
Yeah, definitely. The more you watch it, the more you sort of appreciate some of the things. Like when Goku makes his pun and everyone's actually proud of him for once.
Now he's Felice Navi dead, and that's the last pun. Ah, yes, lots of books. Yes, you have to be cool to get in.
Trust in Naked Apron Man. He will put it in terms you can understand.
You get everything you want when you enter the Elite 10. Bitches on tap. Dranks? Oh, they're already there.
Ah, yes. Privileged cooking ingredients.
There's the true nature of the first seat. Yeah, I don't know what it is about it, but I've always just loved, themed groups like this. It's part of why the organisation in Kingdom Hearts always appealed to me so much, so stuff like this is very appealing.
Organization 13, but they're all culinary experts.
Dude, fucking yes.
Good tidings to you all. I hope you're all prepared the snacks that we wanted.
Good tidings, friends. I've prepared an unforgettable luncheon.
Who bought the saltines?
What if I were to create a replica and disguise it as the 14th member? Delightfully devilish, Zemnis. Bring us the treats. Fried Mars bars for everyone. Ah, maybe I was right. She actually created the Kit Kat, don't you know?
She even made the branding. She wanted to put cat ears on all of them, but it turned out the chocolate doesn't jive with that.
Okay, so what we can deduce is white-haired guy's first, red-haired girl is second, cat girl with the sweets is fourth. It does look pretty fucking... It looks like a treasure you collected Ristar, which is apparently the correct pronunciation, and I am fucking vindicated.
It's a salt lamp. He's just like, yes, the siren call of the mineral. Oh god, they're going Alton Brown on us with all this cooking science.
Jesus. God, that sounds fucking good.
Cranberries are pretty top tier. They're like little cake pops, basically, in a way.
Yeah.
But with a very large rock formation covering it. I will defeat this enemy.
I cannot fucking believe this shit. It's wondrous.
This is like every RPG final boss ever when they're just floating around in space, ready to show down against like the true form of the final encounter.
Yeah, this is the moment where they realise this is the wall that you have to climb. It's the moment, like in My Hero, when Deku, Bakugo, and Todoroki see All Might defeat Nomu and realise just what's at stake. I covered that recently in a TV comm. It was just as good then as it was when we first watched it.
Oh, I'm pretty sure that shit will be timeless. Yeah, I still want to see more of Subaru. I feel like he's a really chill character. We haven't really seen a lot of him.
Well, he went through his kind of villain arc and came out better for it.
Yeah, definitely. But I kind of want to see that sword go around full circle, and I want to see what he does now that he's kind of mellowed out a bit after his duel with Soma.
So I guess this is literally just a meet and greet episode. Kind of important for an OVA as well.
Yeah, definitely. I feel like this should have probably been like part of the actual episode, or actual series episodes rather.
Would have been good for the first episode of the third season.
Well, Soma did try to fight, but they kind of talked him out of it.
Yeah, they told him to fuck off.
Meanwhile, old man at the top of his castle is like, fight, 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 fight.
I like it when the children battle for my amusement. This is such an anime ED, just pensively looking out of windows at the stars.
I wonder if that man can smell anything other than cinnamon at this point.
Here's your Kingdom Hearts moment. Roxas waking up.
I do like how they blend scenes of the episodes with the EDs from time to time.
Yeah, keeps it nice and fresh. And I usually skip through EDs just to see if there's a stinger, but I like this song, so I'm staying.
I mean, normally we got to the point now where we can usually tell when there's a stinger or not, just by how much time is left.
Yeah. Last episode, definitely not, though.
No, there's like a solid 5 extra minutes of shit going on.
Yeah, definitely a stinger here. Oh, that was a nice transition. Yeah, Soma's like, fuck them hoes, I'll defeat them all.
Still got another 2.5 years of school, don't you know? Part of me hopes Megami gets into the Elite 10. I feel like she'd probably deserve it.
Yeah, I feel like her getting in and not Soma would be an interesting twist.
Oh, I don't know. I feel like at the end of this, Soma's almost certainly getting in. The question is, what seat would he take? That's what I'm thinking.
Indeed. Okay, so that was OVA4 of Food Wars. A lot more talky than OVA3, but arguably a hell of a lot more important to the overall story, which again, like me and Volk said, it kind of makes you wonder why it wasn't part of the regular series, but it is anyway. I guess the OVAs are canon, so all we have left, Volk, is the first episode of Season 3.
Alright, third plate, here we come. New OPs, new EDs galore, I can't wait.
Indeed, mate, I am hungry for it, as it were. Here we go. Food Wars. The third plate begins now with episode 1. In 3, 2, 1. Yeah, straight on into it.
Ah, silhouettes this time.
It's the start of the season. We have to remind people of the stakes and whatnot.
The Totsuki Tea House, he who stands at the forefront of the criminal empire of Japan.
Yeah, we know what they look like now. We've seen them.
Well, at least the bitrate didn't shit the bed this time around.
Very grateful for that. Please don't zone out when you're driving. Yeah, exactly.
Good thing it wasn't a moped. So we're kind of going off the road here.
Honestly, I haven't stopped since the maple thing.
Only thing I've been thinking about. It's really quite worrying. Maybe I should see someone about it.
Here come those bitches.
Maybe they'll actually give us the names this time. Yes. Well, kind of. Going too fast, damn it!
Okay, so it's giving us their seats as well, that's good.
Oh, so third seat's the hat guy. Ah. He didn't really make much of a fuss on that one. He was just kind of there. So which one takes your interest the most out of the current Elite 10 then?
The girl who makes the sweets obviously made a really cool dish, so definitely off the bat there. The dude with like the sword or the baton kind of appeals to me.
Well, I think the hat guy for me is probably the one with the most mystery surrounding him, but Aishi as well, I'm very interested in what his deal was, because aside from that monologue he did towards the end, there wasn't really anything that sort of gave you the air of him being the first seat, and I mean, just being able to monologue well does not a good chef make.
Yeah, see, look at it, it's amazing.
It does look so good. I mean, desserts in general just give you so much opportunity to just make the prettiest shit imaginable. Only the power of Izanami no Akami can defeat me.
What Soma's going to have to do is rise up the ranks of Totsuki and make them pay attention to him.
There you go. I found a picture of Hyde for you as well. You tell me that's not literally the exact same dude.
Oh my god, you're not wrong.
I told you.
Cougar's hair is a bit shorter, but that's about it.
Yeah, I mean, he even has the same highlights and everything. Like, I think the only difference is literally the hair clip, pretty much. You have no fucking idea. I'm absolutely seething.
Oh, cool.
Let me guess. The event expels people.
Yes.
No, it don't just expel them, it super expels them, thereby ensuring that your children and grandchildren also do not get in.
You know, they can get in, they're just immediately expelled.
Yeah, like, they let them go through, like, the whole process of, like, getting enrolled and everything, it's just like, nope, you're bad.
Interesting. Similar start to the previous OP. Let's have a listen to this.
A lot more fire involved.
Okay, I'm vibing. It's kind of got a Mega Man feel to it.
Yeah, I thought, like, the beginning part was a little Anamanaguchi in a way. I got the Elite 10 in the OPs now. Oh, alluding to the showdown between Hyde and Soma. Ooh, lots being alluded to in this OP.
Mm-hmm.
Oh god, he's burnt down Nibelheim, and he's not one least bit regretful of it.
Oh, Jesus. That's one way to rise up to the top. Okay, I think visually, and just in terms of, like, hype, that beats out the previous one. I still prefer the previous song, but that song was still good.
Song definitely Season 2 wins out, maybe not by much, but maybe slightly more than a hair's length. But definitely in terms of what it's alluding to, there's a lot more excitement built into the package.
Yeah, like, the sheet's off the prize now. You know the Elite Ten are here. They can't keep that secret.
They know that things are they're going to start to throw hands, and they're sort of giving us some idea of what the potential crossing overs are going to be in terms of characters and what seats they could potentially be facing.
Mm-hmm. Now, this is a school festival episode. I'm gonna place a bet on it not being as hype as My Heroes one, but I'm still looking forward to what they can show.
Definitely. I feel like this is usually a good way to start. You don't want to just go with just like slapping people across the face with action straight away.
Unless it's like picking up from a cliffhanger.
If it's picking up from a cliffhanger, sure, but like typically beginning of the season, it's usually a clean slate. You can use like a new set piece to start building up towards something more major.
He doesn't know a fucking thing.
Silly boy. In before the basketballs are also made of cake.
Oh, jeez. Come on and slam. I've slathered it with jam.
I got your haiku right here.
Whomst? Oh, it's her.
Tight to Dunku. Love it. Maybe you can make a point of watch a couple of episodes of Haikyuu just to see what it's about. Oh yeah, now I remember her.
It definitely came down to the wire, though.
It was one of the first showing that Megami is really like in this to win this, so to speak. But she still has a lot of. Well, I mean, to be fair on her, she has already done a fair amount of growth. She's definitely a lot more confident and a lot less timid than she's been in the past.
For sure.
But now you need to turn it into raw cooking power. And
yes.
To be fair, she's already got a lot of that in spade, but she definitely needs to refine it a bit to really start punching at the top of the level.
I see. So, in order to battle Cougar's Szechuan specialties, gotta learn a bit of the culture.
Some people take you to Brazil, she takes you to the Chinese cuisine hotspot.
Oh, rare CGI.
I'm not sure exactly when Season 3 came out in relation to a lot of things, but I think this was the stage where a lot of anime started dabbling in 3D. Oh, Jesus.
Runs very much hot and cold.
Don't let me pull out my katana on you.
So I guess she took him straight to the source.
Although I hear in a lot of Chinese restaurants and such in particular, they tend to like end up in a position where like the people at the lower runs will literally clean rice for a good few years at least before they get anywhere near like a set of kitchen utensils.
Oh, of course, yeah.
So seeing this sort of thing as sort of like a workshop of sorts does not surprise me in the least. Oh no, that's not Soma's deal. He just says straight up. If he gets answers, he gets answers. If not, oh well.
You familiar with that dish, Vote?
No, actually not at all. My knowledge of tofu in particular is just not anything really. I know what tofu is, that's about the extent of my knowledge.
Oh, shit. Yeah, I'm currently doing Cooking Master Boy with Neo at this point in time, so it's very interesting to see some of that vibe creep into this.
Ah, yes. Is Neo taking well to it?
Yeah, he's enjoying it a lot, actually.
Hey, glad to hear it.
I think after we're finished with the series, I may watch the remake.
Oh yeah, of course. That was something that we heard was announced back when we were doing it. Oh, I'll definitely have to take a peek at that as well. Where do you find this many identical bald men? Did you, go to the hentai school of anime characters or something?
Oh, Jesus. It does look nice, to be fair.
You see, that's the sort of blow your socks off spice that you always have to aspire to. There's nothing wrong with making something that'll just literally burn your insides to a crisp, but you want it to at least have some taste. I feel like a lot of people that just make something for the sake of it being hot tend to fail.
Because in the hotness, you must have the sweet, which is why I like Red Hot Chili Heatwave Doritos so much.
Yeah, but I mean, you can use sweet to balance out the spicy as well, but there's a bit more to it than that. You can have something just be spicy and have that be the primary source of your dish, but at the same time, you gotta make sure that there's at least some flavour in there. It doesn't necessarily have to be sweet, but there has to be something. Otherwise, you're just literally eating heat, and that's just not enjoyable.
I believe there was an event they did way back in the earlier seasons where they had to create, a load of dishes, so, looks like we got that, but more now.
Oh, I do love his just chilling out in the chair. He's channeling his inner Virgil right now. I like how even during the silhouette portions, he's just like, nope, I'm staying right where I am. I've just got comfy here.
So we've gone from the school arc to essentially the gym leader arc now.
Yep, pretty much. I mean, obviously you could draw towards the Elite Four as well, but I feel like the Elite 10 maybe... I don't know, would you reckon that... I think there'd be more past the Elite 10, obviously, or at least in theory there must be.
Yeah, they're just a group of champions, really.
Yeah, just a group of, Chad classmates or something.
Bitch, me? I'm gonna cook.
This is like some Ace Attorney, juxtaposition theme music going on right now.
Yeah.
And this is where the murder was found. Point out in the map where you saw the body.
Fresh mushrooms. Got 'em.
Or as when you're doing the Cyclops, it's the music that plays in the background of those.
Him being the ape seat, but also being, Chinese can't be, a coincidence, right? Because, 8 is a very special number in Chinese mythology, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, they wouldn't be above doing little references like that for sure.
What? I'm going to look this up. What does 8 mean to the Chinese? It's pronounced bar, meaning well off or getting rich in a short time. Thus, 8 is said to invite great wealth.
I think it's literally just to reference that rather than it being, immensely on the nose. Because I'm not sure if he hasn't given off the air like he's some rich, well-off dude, just part of the Elite 10.
I mean, if you turn an 8 on its side, it's the infinity symbol, so it makes sense.
Hello, Soba-kun. Would you like dinner? A bath? Or perhaps?
Yes. dinner while you bathe. Come on, dude. Come on.
I thought that said I nut dog at first.
Ah yes, a single lentil floating in grime.
I mean, if you ever need inspiration for doing something like this, I mean, your bro Ezeki's got you covered. He may be Elite 10, but he still looks out for his homies. And you know what? I can respect the hell out of that.
Ah yes, it's not just a battle for, eyeballs on your store. It's where the store is placed.
I wonder if he'll find the perfect spot. Somebody else has already taken it, and he'll Shogun Geki for it.
Indeed. Okay, what we're going to do here, Megami, you're going to have a drink store, and you're going to bump up the price. I'm going to make some very salty food and place it right next to you.
Ah, yes, the old theme park strategy.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if you can really do that in Roller Coaster Tycoon, unfortunately. That wasn't really a thing that I think you could really do. But it doesn't matter, because there's other ways to exploit money out of your punters in that game.
So this is cool, like, different areas of the campus are more suited to certain booths.
They're like stretching it out into like a typical like JRPG town with like the 3 separate zones.
Yeah, for sure.
Ah, so you got the high society portion. Okay.
What's 5,000 yen in quid?
It's like 50 quid.
It's actually £32.
Oh, fair enough.
For a high-end dish, that's not bad price-wise.
No, I mean, for a high-end dish over here, a lot of the time you're spending at least 50 quid, perhaps even more. Trying to think back to the last time I did like a high-end sort of thing, but when the last like expensive meal I had at a restaurant, it was still like 35-ish quid, and that was like for a nice steak plus like really nice chips and a couple of other side dishes like onion rings, etc.
You know, I'm not super into beef, I prefer pork, but the idea of a steak always tantalizes my taste buds.
Actually, it was my first time ever going to like a proper steak joint, because obviously the price is not really something that you particularly get tempted by, but of course I was being taken out at that point, so I thought, why not? And turned out it was actually damn nice.
Taken out? Jesus. I'm glad they fed you before they killed you.
Well, no, I was with my boyfriend at the time, and he thought, you know what, we'll just go out for steak, have a nice romantic meal, and I just thought, well, alright then.
There you go.
It was really good. I actually really enjoyed it. I'll probably go again, but you definitely don't want to do it too often.
No, it's a special thing.
And a little too expensive to be able to do it that often. I mean, 32 quid, that's like, what, 3 trips to Chinese takeout, perhaps more?
Indeed. I love how you qualified it like that.
Oh yeah, I mean, that tends to be how I go for a lot of these things. It's just like, well, I could get this, but on the other hand, I could get 2 of these over the course of a week.
Just gotta space it out, I guess.
Oh yeah, well, so it's just like, hey, this is a nice seat. I still don't understand how you got into my car.
What could he possibly mean by this?
Oh yeah, that guy.
The show has a lot of characters. Obviously, we're not going to remember them all. Oh, there she is.
I like how this has had the energy of, sir, he asked for no pickles.
Yeah.
Okay, not the Shogun Geki I was expecting to happen, but at least the reasoning for it is the same.
Indeed.
I like how she was about to just rip ass, and it was just, oh wait, never mind.
Rip ass is something entirely different, mate. Calm down.
Alright, tear ass then. I think that's usually what... Of course, Erina gets everything she wants.
Oh, of course. Put me outside the dumpsters, I'm ready.
Oh! That's what he was going for, alright. Oh, I imagine it'll probably be quite easy to get because no one wants any business being in direct competition with him.
Yeah, like the dude just said, yeah. Oh, fuck.
Oh, he's going all in! Hell yeah!
That's like going to Italy, finding an apron matron and saying, you know what, your food is shit, I can do better. He's putting a lot on the line here, Volk.
Ah, this is gonna be good. Perfect way to start things off. Secretly, she's like, yes, give me your praise!
I like it.
I would laugh if this was all a ploy to get him the other guy so pissed off he challenges him to a Shokugeki proper. That would be like a proper 5D interdimensional chess move.
Oh god. Everything gets you expelled at this point. Ooh. Fancy.
Food! I can get behind the ED that just shows you off delicious food right off the bat.
I mean, we had all the important people in the first one, now we get all the dishes.
I like the bass.
Yeah, it's very funky. Yeah, I like the song, yeah.
With all the callbacks to previous episodes and seasons.
Just kind of recapping the super important moments that have led up to this this whole festival.
Including the onsen scene, which is clearly very important for the sake of character development.
Of course. I do like how the Elite 10 are just kind of like towering over everything else. They're kind of overshadowing the OP and the ED. Okay, I wager we've got a bit of a stinger left. Yeah, that was a pretty good ED, I think.
Yeah, I like it. Probably my favourite one so far.
Aww. He's a bit of a perfectionist, I guess.
Or just a huge worry wart. Possibly both.
So he seems silly, but he's got his eye on the prize. Alright, next episode, Ma and La. Alright, that was the first episode of the third season of Food Wars. Very strong start to the season. I think you would agree, Volk?
Yes, definitely. I think I recall Season 2 also having a very, very solid start as well.
So, Soma is directly taking it to Cougar and challenging him on his home turf. It's going to get very tense, very dramatic, but I wouldn't have it any other way for Food Wars. But sadly, that's all the time we have for Food Wars today. If you guys want your own TV comms, hit up patreon.com/HellfireComms. Please be aware there is a backlog currently, so if you commission anything this year, you'll most likely get it next, but everything paid for will be delivered eventually. That's the HFC promise. Thank you, Shadow Reaper, for commissioning these episodes. Look out for more Food Wars in the near future, or whatever Volk's free next, essentially. It's the Volk principle, as we will now coin it. See you next time for another batch of HFC Patreon TV comms. Bye-bye.